Hi students, this is Senu. I teach physics. Today we are going to discuss about time of ascent and time of descent with air resistance in motionless straight line. Okay, in the previous classes we have known about the time of ascent and time of descent, but now I wish to introduce these two topics in the presence of the air resistance, how they will act in the air. Okay, now let me explain about this time of ascent and time of descent. Okay, now let us write. When air resistance is not consideration, Ta is equals to T. What is meaning of it? When you are not mentioning the air resistance, then the time of ascent is equal to time of descent in the air. That means here already we have seen without air resistance the time of ascent is equals to U by Z, and time of descent also here U by Z. So we can say without air resistance, but if you take the air resistance in the consideration, then what will happen? Then the time of ascent and time of descent both are not equal. Okay, in the presence of the air resistance we can be accepted. Time of ascent is equal to U by Z, time of descent is equal to U by Z. But now how? In the presence of air resistance both are not equal. Now let's see that. That is R is here. R stands for force. The force expression already we have known, that is Ma. So R stands for force, that is air force, nothing but air resistance. So air resistance is equals to M. Okay. Now let us discuss first of all about the time of ascent. Let's write the time of ascent. Time of ascent. So time of ascent means the time taken by a body to reach the maximum height. That is called time of ascent. Now here this is the surface and there is an object, and now let us give starting velocity to the body. Then what will happen? This body is moving in the upward direction. So when the body is moving in the upward direction, we have to say one important point, that is air resistance acts always against motion. It means against the motion means while the body is moving in the upward direction, the air resistance will act in the downward direction. It means R is acting in the downward direction. Are you understanding? And at the same time, the gravity also acting in this situation, same in the downward direction. Air resistance and gravity due to the earth both are acting in the downward direction. So the acceleration due to air resistance, here we can write A is equals to R by M. So this acceleration also acting in the downward direction. Acceleration due to air resistance, acceleration due to gravity. These two are here in the acting in the downward direction, but the body is moving in the upward direction. Then what is the net acceleration in this situation? Then you can write here net acceleration is equals to, so acceleration due to air resistance, acceleration due to gravity, both are acting in the same direction, in the downward direction, when the body is moving in the upward direction. Then what you can write here? G plus A we can write. So then here G plus, here what A? What is the A here? A means here R by M. So R by M we can write. Generally we have known that time of ascent expression is U by G. Okay, right? Now let's write here time of ascent Ta is equals to U by G plus E. So this is the expression when the body is moving in the upward direction in the presence of the air resistance. Time of ascent expression here we have to take as Ta is equals to U by G plus E. Similarly, let us discuss about the time of descent also. time of descent here, time of descent TD, time of descent. So time of descent means the time taken by a body to reach the ground from the maximum height, that is called time of descent. So already in the earlier classes we have seen the definition of the definition and the expression to the time of descent as TD is equals to U by Z. Okay, right? When the body is freely falling from the maximum height in the downward direction, the starting velocity is equals to here what? U is equals to G. And now we can say that, so already body is moving, coming down. What you can say, the air resistance in the situation will act in the upward direction. When the air resistance is acting in the upward direction, say that are acting in the upward direction, acceleration due to air resistance also will act in the upward direction. That is, A is equals to R by M will act in the upward direction. Okay, this is very clear. And one more thing also I used to tell, that acceleration due to gravity is acting in the downward direction. But here these two accelerations are acting in the opposite direction. Because of the reason, body is here moving in the downward direction. Let me tell you once again, when the body is moving down, the acceleration due to air resistance, acceleration due to gravity, both are acting in the opposite direction. Then what is the net acceleration of this body? Then we can say net acceleration is equals to G minus E. Why? Because body moving in the downward direction, the gravity is greater than acceleration due to air resistance. Let's write now the time of descent expression here. TD is equals to U by net acceleration is here what? A net, then TD is equals to U by A net is equals to how much here? G minus C. Children, in this situation you have seen that the difference between the time of ascent and time of descent in the presence of air resistance. Okay, in the presence of air resistance, the time of ascent is U by G plus A. In the time of descent, the expression of time of descent is here U by G minus A. So now at this moment, in the presence of air resistance, these two time intervals are not equal. So without air resistance, yes, we can be accepted that time of ascent is equals to time of descent. But here we are considering air resistance. That is why I am telling you the time of ascent in the upward direction is less than time of descent in the downward direction. That is here PD. So time of ascent is always less than time of descent in the presence of air resistance. So this is the difference between time of ascent and time of descent in the presence of air resistance. Okay, expressions are U by G plus A belongs to time of ascent, U by G minus A belongs to time of descent. Okay, note it all of you.